Hello. So today we're gonna just do a straight tarot. So let's get started. So I have everything assembled. As you can see, just a regular freeform pull, and then we'll basically expand. So this is really the foundation of what maybe is going on in the collective viewing record. So first we have this, and I pulled this reverse. So if this was upright, this is talking about using your imagination to create something to better yourself by. But because of the fact that this is reversed, there's something that lacks potential. You're lacking your creative force, if that makes any sense. Something about like vitality, as in maybe not in a humanly but I'm saying like you lack the direction that you would like to be in, or you lack the self drive, excuse me, that's what I wanted to talk about, the self drive to make this passion a reality. I'm sending you out most love, whoever resonates with this card. So this is talking about heartache. You made this decision, or you've had circumstance happen to you and your heart is aching, whether it's breaking or not. There is some type of heartache where you feel like someone has stabbed you or people have stabbed you. So you have some type of wound going on, and I'm so sorry. And this relates to shadow work, that you need to basically rise above self, rise above your hurt, and better yourself. So self-love, guys, like, you really need to heal. And I know that's a very daunting thing to say when you're feeling like shit, so go ahead, cry that out. And so we have the Eight of Wands, and I just keep thinking fly fishing. Like, expand your horizon. Like, fly out. Do what you need to do. Because it's like, if you're not out and about, or you're not experiencing the truth of yourself, like, you have to let yourself fly. You have to explore these new areas, if that makes any sense. And I'm kind of hesitant on that. So let's look at our book. So we were talking about this, and I said fly fishing, and it's like expand your horizons. And in this, the Eight of Wands, movement or speed of the sudden arrows of love. So in a sense, you may be going through it now, and this is opening a portal or a doorway into someone to come into your life to show you better, or to make you better, if that's the case. It says a time to be active and do something new. Sudden changes bring progress. Sudden unexpected news. A sudden journey. Speed. Hasty air travel. Overseas connection. The end. Period of a calm or delay. A new love. So yeah, really do your shadow work, because this is gonna come about, and you're gonna feel like a whole new person. You're going through the emotions, and you're really starting to see who you are and what you are. And it's, don't hold this shit in. Like, let it out, because the only way you're gonna get over heartbreak is if you heal, and keeping that shit in is gonna hurt you even more. You're not gonna get over whatever you're feeling. So, and I see that with love, and this is my personal opinion, if you're having problems and your blockages of being creative, this person, in a sense, this love can inspire something new in a creative sense. But that's only if you allow it. Ooh, the Queen of Swords. So that very feminine. So very, you gotta be in touch with your femininity. If that means that you cry or you do some self-love, like, Really, really go about it by embracing your feminine and embracing your emotions. Just don't make decisions with your emotions, is what I'm saying. So in a sense, for those who resonate with this card, this is basically saying that this woman or this person, this feminine side of you, things are coming to you. You know, there is an air element to this. There is logic behind it. There is intelligence. And like using that and not being emotional, you're not ruling your heart with your head, you know, or you're not ruling your head with your heart, if that makes any sense. This is something that you rule level logically. And I see this, and I just keep thinking, the world is this person, they have everything. But what are they doing looking out in their kingdom? It's justice. They fight for things that they want. So, yeah, maybe there is a type of, I don't want to say rush or basically trying to acquire things, because this is not how this works. Like, I definitely see if you're trying to rush a new relationship or you're trying to rush yourself into something that you're not ready for, it will severely backfire. But there is a cleverness about how these things are coming about when you least expect them. You have fire, you're gallivanting, you're setting off, and you're using this to bring glory and valor and all this. You're really setting the torch, if that makes any sense. You're bringing something to the table that was not previously there before. So I see this in this. Is some type of direction is going to push you in for you to basically unblock yourself. So upright, this is saying what you give is in a balance, it's going to be received. But because it's reversed, this is saying that you can give, and it's going to break you. So don't give yourself too much to someone who's not going to give you in return, if that makes any sense. Because it's going to break you, you're going to go through your self-loathing, and you're just going to be like, why didn't he or she pick me? Like, it's not you, it's them. So protect yourself at all costs, because you can't just give and expect in return with someone that is not willing to do so. The Empress, again, there is a logical error. She rules everything, and this is the Venus card. So really keep in great news that there is something on the horizon that you may feel it now. You may not feel it now, but it's there. There is something regal about this. She sees all, she knows. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that she rules with an iron fist, but she's logical, she's emotional. So this is a very feminine card. So make sure you're in touch with your feminine is what I'm seeing right now. Like, defend yourself, but still love yourself. Again, for those, and for those who are inside that maybe they're feminine, they've in touch with their femininity, and this is more of the masculine side of the femininity. If you have that there has to be a balance, and I'm saying this. This is basically saying, like, cultivate your abundance and really do it in the right way that you see fit, and really, really, be wise about it. Like, if you have things that you need to get rid of them, because it's out with the old, in with the new. And sometimes the old doesn't work, sometimes the new doesn't work. So you have to find a balance between the two. Basically, find your routine. Find something that makes you feel good without splashing out on it. You know, we are what we are, you know. We tend to have buyer's remorse. So this is a card for those seeing balance between the two, and I see that right now. So we're just gonna check. That's no help. The Queen of Swords. Yeah, so with this being that you have all these different aspects of both male and feminine, or masculine and feminine, it's really telling you to strike a balance, because if you're not, you're basically going to open wounds further. And there is something that needs to be done about how things are going about. So with the Queen of Swords, this is saying that, and according to the book, is saying that this would be a widow's card if there is something, and I'm saying this not as someone's gonna die, now that makes sense, is you're basically left the relationship, whether you got left in it or you left it, you're basically grieving, and you're mourning your relationship. And so using this in touch with yourself is you're really going through the emotions, but you're holding it in, if that makes any sense. You're clinging to something that realistically is just, it's not there anymore. It's something that's going to harm you. And so if you have to mourn the relationship, mourn it, like grieve it, move on. Because if that person has left you, 9 times out of 10, or you've left that person, there was something wrong within yourself that just was like, I need to get out. I need to be able to do this, or maybe your growth was stifled. So if you have an error like this, logically, really talk about what you need to do, because self-love is hugely important. It's like, if you can't love someone, you're hurting that person, you're hurting yourself. And so, like, you really need to be honest with yourself about how you go about things, how you go about the relationship, or how you go about doing something that you need to do, because at the end of the day, you are responsible for yourself. So in a sense, when I said, you can collect things in with the, the old, in with the new, this is a messenger card as well. So if you're pursuing some type of adventure for those, or you're thinking logically, or you need some sound advice, this card can bring you advice. Just take it with a grain of salt, because it can put you on the right path, or it can kind of push you in a direction that you wouldn't see it, and it may not be the best. So, and this could be, in a sense, thinking about this now, if you're going through and you're having a new kindling of a relationship, this person or these entities could signify that these are these entities that are going to come in and teach you things, or show you things about yourself, or show you things about your world that pull you from a perspective and make you see this new light. So cards with the people coming into these people's lives. What are something that they can look for? Character traits to recognize this, not red flag, but these triggers that let these people know that they're there. They're there for a reason. It seems like you're going to be on high praise. This person is going to not put you up on a high pedestal, because in a sense that could be a negative trait. This person is really going to bring up your self-confidence. This person is going to love you for your faults that someone may have not been able to love, and this person is going to lavish you with praise. They're basically going to stroke a fire of maybe desire or motivation to do something. This person is going to lavish you with praise and abundance. They're just going to let you know that you are whole, is what I see in that. And so we'll double check that. Yeah, like leadership. It's really going to help you imbue the character traits that maybe you were just too scared to put yourself into. So, in a sense, in this card, it always reminds me of a parade. So, don't let ego get in the way. Like, this person, because we're talking about the individual that comes into this life with you, is really going to teach you how to step into your shoes and really make this abundance happen for you. This individual is going to show you things that is just going to open, I want to say a portal, that it's a whole new you, in with the old, in with the new, and you're really going to see that. Justice. Make sure you have balance, and this is kind of a reap what you sow card, so you have to be firmly here in the now. You can't be any type of level-headed, but you still have to have boundaries. You still need to know when to say no. And this could be a business, maybe, that you're having difficulties with, that this individual coming into your life, whether it's a messenger, various different things, they're really going to show you that there's so much more out there. Then they're really going to help you grow and achieve and basically set you on a path of motion, whether good or bad. And this person's really going to pull you into your new potential. But again, you have balance, and you need to be balanced. You need boundaries. The new... I really got nothing, so... Yeah, so speaking of that, and this is funny now that I said this. So I'm seeing, in a sense, and I said this with being in touch with your feminine, being the fact that you're going through heartache right now. Maybe you're opening or closing wounds, and you're really out there doing your shadow work or loving yourself, and this is a very loving card. This could be developing a skill, a passion. There's development of character in here, and I see that, and so I got the sense of this person that may be coming into your life, whether it's you or someone else. They're really going to help you develop that. Like, it's a whole new character. It's a whole new you. Yeah, so there is a sense of victory, but over an obstacle, if that makes any sense. So you could be that obstacle, or what you're going through right now is an obstacle, but yes, you will overcome it. Just be logical about it. Know what you want, and be very careful about the way you go about manifesting something or go about healing, because emotions can cloud judgment. And I see that with, I'm sorry about the dogs, about justice, you know what I mean? You have to be very firmly, like, set. You know what I mean? You can deviate just a little bit, because sometimes, you have to make room for improvement. But you just can't be, like, out here expecting to be here. So really follow through. And, like, remember, like, you can't just break yourself down for someone to make them happy if you're not happy yourself, because you're hurting yourself. You're making yourself stagnant. Again, like, if you feel like you're in a stalemate right now, there is a decision to be made, and, like, it's balanced. You know what I mean? Like, you may not be able to see it right now, but there is balancing forces at work. And I see that with justice. So make sure you have boundaries, and you really set them, and you really stick to your guns at this point, because a lot of things can go way left if you're not ready. Are there any more cards that would like to come out? Are there any more cards that would like to come out? Do we have... Thank you. Are there any last cards that would like to come out and speak a message to show the puzzle that we are been giving? there any more messages? Are there any more? Any last cards that would like to come out? We'll get back to that. Yeah. So you're building something. Maybe not boundaries, maybe not walls, but there is something to be built. This is something to be touched on. That you're growing. And this is really a development card. That it's like, don't be afraid to develop. Don't be afraid to shed an old skin and adopt a new one. Yeah, it's going to be sensitive for a little bit, but you'll toughen up and you'll have a backbone. And I see this is like, you are your own worst enemy. Yeah, so you are truly building something. You are showing these things. When you allow your hair down, when you let your guard down, you will get to your victory. In a sense, this just reminds me of you're building a pike. Or maybe you're building your stage to perform. I don't know where that came from. Yeah, like you're building something. Like, you're not warring within yourself. You're overcoming these obstacles in a sense. Thinking in my head, and what I'm talking about when I said I saw a pike, or basically when they would put sticks in mud to basically make a fortification or whatever. Another thought was, and this is a lot more clear, like, imagine this person is like a pole vaulter. They're taking a running start to get over these obstacles. So in a sense, you're the pole vaulter. Like, you gotta clear these, you know? And so you have competition, but it's kind of competition within yourself, if that makes any sense. Like, you are your own master. Thank you, Tarot. Are there any messages that the archangels or the angels would like to come out during this reading? Are there any messages that would please be so kind to come out? Are there any cards that would like to come out during this reading? Are there any cards that would be inclusive to do so? Are there any cards that would like to speak a message that may be needed? Are there any cards that would like to speak a message? Are there any cards that would like to come out? Yeah, no, those don't want to come out. StarSeed Oracles, are there any cards that would like to come out and touch any subject that we may have missed or could not be said during our tarot? Are there any cards that could come out and speak to the collective? Are there any cards that would like to come out? And I just like dropped like a ton. Are there any cards that would like to come out for our reading? Okay. So yeah, it's just saying jump in, and I mean, have a leap of faith. Like, you are your best ability. You will survive, you will adapt, you'll learn. And in order to learn, you have to basically take that leap of faith and really acknowledge that you have this ability, or you have the potential to do so. And you gotta have faith in yourself. Like, life is a journey, life is obstacles, and that's how we learn, that's how we succeed. Sometimes, yeah, we don't necessarily like what we see, but at the end of the day, we have these obstacles because it teaches us, and it basically can make us better, or it can hurt us. It's you yourself are the obstacle, are the greatest obstacle in your mind. So yeah, like, we are human, but we are spiritual beings at the end of the day. So it's really root yourself in your spirituality, root yourself in your faith, and remember, like, not everyone is going to walk the same path as you. Not everyone is going to accept you, but it's okay because you accept yourself. You love yourself, and this goes back to self-love. And it says Earth, learning how to be human in a world, but not of it. So it's like, you're unique. Be unique. Like, you basically finding your own unique weirdness is going to be something that an individual that comes into your life, they're gonna love you for it. Some people are gonna ridicule you, and some people are just gonna put you in a box. But at the end of the day, you are you, and you know how to take care of yourself better than anyone. Yeah, so we have the cosmic heart. This is devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. Guys, like, look how beautiful this is. It's you yourself have so much to give yourself. You have so much to make and to live your life. And, like, remember, like, you're living today. Like, be grateful. Have gratitude and really see the world for what it is, not for the ugly. You know what I mean? Because there's so much life out there that you may not seem, and it's like, take your eyes off your phone and actually go out and explore, and be grateful that you're given this opportunity, or you live where you live, because it's there for a reason. And just be grateful. Like, send up prayers and praise to the universe, or to God, by saying, you know what, thank you for waking me up today, thank you for giving me these opportunities. Yeah. Okay, so this is karmic. So in a sense, like, karmic relationships, karmic debt. You have conflict within yourself or within your relationships. And so you need to heal these before love will basically find yourself, like a partner. So if you're having problems within yourself or your relationships with people, like, cut off the toxicity. Like, if you have someone in your DMs, or you're talking to someone and things just don't add up, like, do yourself a favor and block that person. Like, stop talking to that individual or those individuals, because you know what? Like, if they're treating you like an option, or he or she is treating you like an option, don't play into that game, because you're not an option. You're the whole damn freaking enchilada, man. Like, someone would love to be able to sit at your table and just love and praise you and do all these things for you. So in a sense, the old saying goes, if you're trying to find someone and you have eyes for someone that other people have eyes for, but they don't love you, but you love that person, like, do away with that. That's toxic. Find someone that loves you. You know what I mean? Like, it may be your best friend or whatever, but these individuals that have love for you will treat you way better than those that you have love for. There's a difference. Who actually truly love you versus what you have, or maybe they have love for you or of you, if that makes any sense. So in a sense, do away with the people, like, you deserve way better. And so stop allowing yourself minuscule ass attention or affection, because it's like, you're a human being. You know what you deserve, so go get it. Yeah, so it's saying if you're gonna go get it, you're gonna do this, and you have this going on, like, you have a vision. Like, put the torque behind it, put the drive to do something. Whatever makes you passionate about it, like, remind yourself that you hold your potential. You are your vitality. You are your driving force. So, again, make it happen. You have this vision. Create it. Create that vision. Nurture it. Nurture yourself. And you will go so far. Like, even if you think that life isn't, the whole enchilada at this point, like, the world is your oyster, finding a way to, make it happen is great, because you know what, like, it's not cheap. You're not cheap. You're not gonna sell yourself short. You're not gonna bring people into your life that are temporary. That is just exhausting and toxic, and you don't have time for that. This is what it is. You have self-love for yourself and self-respect. You don't need to find some type of love that's temporary, because you hold the greatest type of love. You have a divine self-love. It says the breath of the cosmos, my will is thy will. So surrender to this, because if you believe in God, God's will for you, God's plan for you is giving you exactly what you need in life. Like, yeah, you have a little bit of deviation here and there, but just know that the universe and God, they have your back. They have a plan for you. So it's like, don't feel discouraged. Like, Rome wasn't built in a day. Like, it wasn't destroyed in a day, or like any other civilization. Like, it wasn't destroyed. There's thousands upon thousands of different hands on how it relates to us. You know what I mean? Like, we're here. It took us thousands of years of ancestors to get us to where we are now. Like, you have time. You know what I mean? So believe in everything that's going to go on for you is meant for you. It'll find you. Are there any more messages that would like to come out? Any final messages that would like to come out? We have 2. Yeah, so if you're saying that you're, like, micromanaging your life, like, you have to surrender. Surrender to the process. Like, you can't control everything, because you controlling stuff, you will just make obstacles for yourself. Like, I know, some people just, they like to have control. They like to be in control, and that's not the case. It's saying surrender. Like, the universe has got you. Like, God has got you. It's angels. Whatever you believe in has got you. So surrender to it. If you can, go sit in nature. Go sit by the water and just breathe that in, and basically just be one. Connect that. Because at the end of the day, this is what we have. Like, I see this and I just keep thinking, what we as humanity, the way we consume things, like, nature is going to be obsolete by the time, say in 100 or 200 years. Like, we will destroy it. So in a sense, like, take time out of your day. Like, it may be hectic. You may live in the city, or you may live somewhere. Like, go take a drive. Like, really connect yourself. Take a step back. And just breathe that in, and just take time for yourself. Because it's like, if you're not giving yourself this time, like, when will you? You know what I mean? So thank you so much for people who are tuned in. I hope this resonates with you. I hope that any messages that come across, maybe you'll get something in a sense. So I hope this message finds you. Because the universe, God, your angels, your messenger, spirit guides, they want you to know this. So really, self-love and respect and boundaries and taking time for yourself will develop so much more than what you will ever realize you can potentially have. Like, people will come into your life for a reason, but it's like, you at the end of the day are stuck with you. So embrace yourself. Embrace and just surrender. You know what I mean? You have a plan. the universe, God, has a plan for you. So surrender to it. Let their will be your will. You know what I mean? Like, you're on this journey, so enjoy it. Take a step back and smell the roses. Like, you deserve you time. So make that a priority.